Welcome to the 5 on 5 tonight. I'm joined by Don Hurley with Cool 103, as well as Kevin Bendaw with the Asante Foundation Children's Miracle Network. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Christine.
Yeah, such a pleasure to have you. So there's a partnership, right, between the radio station and the Children's Miracle Network. We'll get to that in a second. But first, just in case people need a little refresher course on what the Children's Miracle Network is all about, what is it that you do?
Well, we raise funds locally and within our region to help bring in the equipment that's necessary to help save and extend the lives of our patients.
Wow, and how long have you been in this partnership with Cool 103?
Well, it's been 8 years. This is the 7th year that I've been a part of it. It started the year before I got here, and since then has been growing. And started $8,000 the first year, and has now exceeded well over $50,000. So we like to continue to grow that number.
Wow, and we're talking about a radiothon that's coming up starting tomorrow, right?
Right. Yeah, it starts tomorrow morning at 6 in the morning on Cool 103 and goes all the way till 6 p.m. And again, Friday from 6 to 6. And this is an opportunity for businesses, individuals, anybody for that matter, to call in and become a miracle maker.
And by a miracle maker, Kevin, what does that mean?
That's a pledge of a minimum of $20 or more each month for the entire year, or a lump sum of $240 or greater at one time.
Okay, and over the course of this partnership, you said you've made thousands of dollars. Why is it so important that people call in starting tomorrow at 6 o'clock sharp in the morning?
Well, it's important because these are vital resources that our kids need here, not only locally, but through a 9-county area in Northern California and Southern Oregon. And these are the resources that Children's Miracle Network needs to be able to buy things such as preemie diapers. You'd think that regular diapers are expensive. You ought to see how much those preemie diapers are. And they're about sometimes as small as a Barbie doll. It's just absolutely amazing when you think of what it would take to diaper a 1-pound baby. Those are the sort of things that we help purchase. Angel car beds, transport units, things like that.
Wow, so really making a difference when people call in to this radiothon. We'll have much more with both Don and Kevin when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back again. I'm joined by Don Hurley with Cool 103 and also Kevin Bendaw with the Asante Foundation Children's Miracle Network. And we're talking about this big radiothon. 8 years now. It's in its 8th year. And it raises a whole lot of money for a good cause. And Kevin, you've actually had experiences with this yourself, right? It's really benefited you and your family.
I have. So a little over 6 years ago, my wife and daughter experienced the need for a Children's Miracle Network. My wife was 10 weeks, where she was 29 weeks gestational period, in which 40 weeks is your average gestation period. And that's when complications arose for her. Well, we didn't realize how severe it was until we went into the ER, and that's when we found out that we were going to become parents 10 weeks early.
Wow.
And not knowing what would happen and knowing that the child still develops immensely throughout that last trimester, we were really worried about what that meant for us. And so after 6 hours after arriving at the ER, we became parents for the first time to a 1-pound, 15-ounce little girl.
Wow. And so how did you connect with the Children's Miracle Network? How did that all work out?
Well, we were fortunate that with Asante Rogue Regional being a Children's Miracle Network hospital, they had the equipment that was available for us for that emergent moment when our daughter was born and she was at her most critical stage where, here she is 10 weeks early, and they were able to, they had the incubator, they had the wires, they had the equipment, they had the little diapers, they had everything that was necessary for this micro preemie to be able to have the success that she needed, and which then gave her a fighting chance.
How many families has this radiothon, this partnership, maybe even the Children's Miracle Network, helped over the course of the years?
Easily to say thousands, Christine. This is an important part of what we do, is to help raise the money to make sure that these sources are there. A lot of people forget that our hospitals are not for profit, meaning that a lot of these sort of services are going to be raised privately. They're going to be through radiothons. They're going to be through different fundraisers that the Asante Foundation does throughout the year. Children's Miracle Network, all the money that's raised here stays here. And they mean that because it is underwritten entirely by corporate donations and sponsorships.
Okay, and if anyone has any more questions, if they want more details on what's happening over the next couple of days with the Radiothon, where can they go for that information?
Go to our website at cool1035.com, and then it's a splash page to the Children's Miracle Network site at Asante.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Don.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for telling your story.
Yes, thank
Good luck with the Radiothon.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.